As I mentioned, once we went through all this stuff, I just wanted to kind of show you quickly what the assignment kind of looks like. And so if I go back over here and we take a look at it, we go back over to Delta Math. Here is what the assignment looks like. Sorry about that big S there. We want to get that out of the way. Um, Here's what your assignment's going to look like. So we have to solve for C. And so that means we have to move the 7 over. So if I subtract 7 from both sides, I get 54 equals negative 9c. And then to isolate the c, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 9. So 54 divided by negative 9 is going to be a negative value. So it's going to be negative. And 9 goes into 54 6 times. So it'll be negative 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Submit Answer. It'll ask me if I'm sure I want to submit it. I'm going to say yes. And then if I'm correct, it will give me a check mark. Now what will happen is it will tell me I have 1 out of 5 correct. And then that's good. So that means that I've got 1 out of 5 so far. And then if I go to New Problem, and it gives me another problem, and I say C equals, so I'm just going to make up a number, which won't work. C equals 15. I'm going to submit the answer. I'm going to say, yes, I want to do that. And this time it tells me no. The other thing that will happen, notice that it gives me an example. It shows me how to be able to solve it. And subtract 43 from both sides, multiply both sides by negative 2, and then we've got C is negative 14. So I can see the answer, and I can see what I solved it with. So I said 15. It was negative 14. And what it's going to make me do then is it's going to subtract 1 point from my total. So instead of having 1 out of 5 so far, I now have 0 out of 5, which means I still have to get 5 more problems correct. So it actually erases a problem from me. And so you will keep going until you get 5 out of 5. As I mentioned, you'll have an indicator right up here above your name, and it'll say how many out of 5 you have. And then it will tell you if you've subtracted any or if anything happened, but you have to keep track of that. You have to keep going until you get 5 out of 5. So you keep going, it'll keep asking you questions until you finally get 5 out of 5. When you do get 5 out of 5, then you can hit the back button. And at that point, it will take you out of the assignment, and then you can start working on it. So that is the Delta Math. So in classwork, you notice that you actually have multiple things in here. You not only have a bell ringer, you have a multiplication coloring assignment. You'll notice that you've got this coloring assignment here. If I click on it, notice that it's picture with a bunch of multiplications. So 6 times 4 is 24. So you're going to go look for 24, and you're going to color that in with light blue, and so on. So you're going to turn that in. That's one of your assignments. And then the final survey, or the final thing that you have to do, which is due also yesterday or today, depending on when you had class, but you want to get that in as soon as possible, is you're going to click on that. You're going to go over to the survey, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. This is not graded right or wrong. As long as you answer every question with a reasonable answer, meaning if you just say not applicable, not I don't know isn't a good answer, make sure that you answer it with something that makes sense for this. So don't say, what would you change for yourself to be successful? Don't put down peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Make sure it makes some sense as to what you would do. And then remember for sure to hit submit, otherwise I won't get it. So those are the 3 things that you need to do. And now you have the 2 videos for that, and that should be it.